Hello students, welcome back to Mathface Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll be teaching you about operators. Let's see the contents. Introduction about operators, types, unary, binary and ternary operators and different types of unary operators, binary operators and Java programs related to them. Let's start. Operator is a symbol. What is it? It is a symbol which does some operation on operands. We need to understand operator and operand. For example, there is one expression a plus 2. Plus is an operator and also a symbol. A and 2 are operands are used by this plus operator. Another example, a is 5 is equal to operator, a variable or operand, 5 is a integer literal operand. So it can be a literal or it can be a variable, but we use an operator between those operands. Another example is int a is equal to 5, b is equal to a plus 7. In this, operators are equals to and plus. And 3 operands are there. One is b, second one is a, and third one is 7. These 3 are operands. Now, types of operators. Based on the number of operands used with an operator, operators are divided into 3 types. First one is unary operator, which uses only one operand. Binary uses 2 operands. Ternary uses 3 operands. Now, unary operators again divided into 4 types. First one is increment or decrement operator. The sign is plus plus or minus minus. Then unary plus means this plus operator uses only one operand, unlike binary. We are not using a plus b, but we use only one operand with plus. Similarly, unary minus means minus followed by one operand only, not preceded by anything else. Unary not, exclamation sign. Let's see increment and decrement operators. Increment operator plus plus is the symbol. Decrement operator minus minus is the symbol. What does it do? It increments the value of the variable by 1. Exactly by 1. If you want to do increment by 2, we have to write a is equal to a plus 2. We cannot write a plus 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 something like that. So increments the value of the variable by 1. Here decrements by 1. Example is int a equals to 5. A plus plus or plus plus a. Any way we can write. Only one operand, that is a, with plus plus. And whenever I say system.out.println a, it permanently increments the value of a by 1 and prints 6. Here, a minus minus r minus minus a decrements by 1. Earlier it had 5. Now, after these statements, either one of the statements, it prints 4. It becomes 4. These increment and decrement operators can be used in 2 different ways, either prefix way or postfix way. Prefix means operator comes before the operand. Before. Plus plus A or minus minus A. This is pre-increment. This is pre-decrement. Prefix before. Postfix means after. So B plus plus or B minus minus. Post increment, post decrement. If they are used in expressions, then the value may be different after evaluating. For example, prefix in expressions. Prefix means first increment or decrement. First increment or decrement the value of the operand, take the new value, and then only evaluate the expression. What is it? Prefix means first increment or decrement. Let's see an example. Z is equal to plus plus x plus 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 x, where x is equal to 5. Now, x is 5. We will come to know about these two things. The expression is plus plus x, that is prefix. Pre-increment means first increment. So we have incremented 6. And then take the new value. So we have taken 6. Similarly, here also pre-increment. So first increment 6 became 7 because this is permanent now. And then take the new value. And then after then only evaluate the expression. So 6 plus 7 is 13 and x is finally 7. If we print z and x, these values, that is 13 and 7, would be printed. Another example, prefix means first increment or decrement. Take the new value and then evaluate the expression. Look at the expression. M is equal to minus minus k. This is pre-decrement. And then pre-increment. So, minus minus k, first decrement 2, and then take the new value, that is 2. This is first increment and take the new value. 2 plus 8 is 10 and k would be 2, L would be 8. This is what is prefix in expressions. Now postfix. Postfix in expressions. Post means first take the value. Post increment or decrement. Post means after. So first take the value as it is and then increment or decrement. Then only evaluate. So initially x is 5. X plus plus, x plus plus. Post. X plus plus, x plus plus. So what is meant by post increment? First take the value. So we have taken 5. And then increment or decrement. So we have incremented to 6. Now another x plus plus. So first take the value 6. Then increment or decrement 7. Now evaluate. 5 plus 6 is 11. And then x is final value is 7. Another example, postfix only, k minus minus post decrement, L plus plus plus. L plus plus means post increment. K is 3, L is 7 initially. K minus minus, first take the value post 3 and then decrement, that became 2. L plus plus, post So take the value 7 and then increment. M would be 7 plus 3, 10. K would be 2. L would be 8. This is about postfix. Prefix and postfix in expressions. This is x is 5, y is 6. That is pre-increment, post-decrement. So 5 and 6, that is equal to pre means first increment, take the new value. Post means take the value and then decrement. So 6 plus 6 is 12. X would be 6, Y would be 5. Now other unary operators are plus, minus and exclamation. Unary operator plus, it does two things. Promotes byte, short and char data types to int data type. Because byte and short are created in such a way just to store, not to do any calculations. But in order to do calculations, int data type is the minimum data type for integers, int or long. So this plus operator internally converts whenever some byte and short are added, converts into integer, but the resultant data type should be integer. So this is internally it happens, so we don't have to worry, but result should be stored in int whenever we are adding these. And then to specify a positive value, either plus 5 I can write or 5 I can write. So instead of writing plus 5, I just write 5. So this is very easy operator plus. Another operator minus, but it is using only one operand. Minus a, one operand negates the value of the variable. So if a equals to 5, minus a stores minus 5 in a, negates. If already minus 5 is there, minus a makes it minus into minus is plus, so it stores 5. And unary not operator works on Boolean variables, that is, if x is false, not x will be true, only two alternatives. If x is true, not x makes it false. Let's see some examples on unary operators, Java programs. Let's see prefix and postfix first. This is prefix, this is postfix. X is 5 plus x plus x. That means increment first and then take the value. So first time 5 became 6 and the value is being taken in the expression. Then again plus x. That means the current value 6 becomes 7 and 6 plus 7 would be 13. X is 7. Let's execute prefix 13 and 7 it should display. Prefix 13 and 7, right? Now again, let's see what is there in postfix. Postfix means first take the value and then increment, post increment. So x is 5, 5's value will be taken first and then increment. It became 6. For the next x plus plus, it takes 6 and then increments. So 5 plus 6 is 11, but x value is being changed from 5 to 7. So 11 and 7 should be displayed. Let's see. Postfix 11 and 7. And coming on to unary operators, unary plus byte short data types, it promotes to int data type internally. So byte A is 3, short B is 4, A plus B. This plus operator can work on only integers. So internally it promotes these data types into int data type, and then C is equal to A plus B. The second use is positive 5 I am storing, or just 5, one and the same. Control K works. Now unary minus. Int A is 5, A is equal to minus of A, unary operator, one operand. Minus of A means the contents would be minus 5. When I print, A minus 5 would be printed. Again, I can do the same similar statement to make it positive. Minus into minus is plus. A is equal to minus of A. So earlier, because of this statement, A is minus 5. Now it becomes plus 5. So second answer would be positive 5, whereas first answer would be negative 5. So let's compile and see. This is unary minus. First answer is minus 5. Second answer is 5. And not operator, if there is any Boolean value, x is false, not of x will be displayed as true. So first time false it will display. Next time not of x will be true. So false or true, true or false. Only two values it can change from. Okay, execute the program. Unary not, false and true. This is about unary operators, and part of unary operators is prefix and postfix also. Let's understand binary operators. The binary operators are operators which require two operands. So binary, two operands. Arithmetic operators, in this category, relational operators, assignment operators, shorthand assignment operators, and logical operators. 5 types. Let's see what are arithmetic. Everybody knows plus, minus, multiplication, and quotient and modulo. Quotient gives that slash, forward slash gives only quotient on division. So 5 divided by 2 is 2, 2s are 4. So 2 will be the answer. Whereas modulo gives remainder. So 5 modulo 2 will give 2, 2s are 4, 1 is the remainder. So, and these arithmetic operators always return a value. Always return a value. Now relational operators, greater than, less than, greater than, equals to, less than, equal to, everybody knows in maths. Equality check is double equals to, because simple equals to is an assignment operator. So equality check, whenever we want to compare 5 is equivalent to 5 or not, or A is equivalent to B or not, then double equals to sign we use, and not equals is exclamation followed by equals to sign. And these relational operators always return true or false. Then the third category is assignment operator, equals to int A equals to 20. Char grade is equal to A. What is happening here? Equals to is storing the 20 value in the memory location A. So before equals to, it takes the address of the variable. After equivalent to, whichever value will be stored in the address. We can also say some B is equal to 3. Int A is equal to B. So contents of B will be stored in A. So before equals to address, after equals to it refers to the value. Now fourth type of binary operator, plus equals to, minus equals to, multiplication equals to, and so on and so forth. A plus equals to 3 means A is equal to A plus 3. A minus equals to 3, A is equal to A minus 3, and so on. They also return a value. Now last one is logical operators in binary operators. Logical and, logical or, and logical not. And sign is double ampersand, or sign is double that vertical bars above the enter sign on the keyboard, and logical not is exclamation. They club two or more conditions and return either true or false. So out of all these five, arithmetic operators return a value, assignment operators store, shorthand assignment return a value, logical and relational operators return either true or false. Let's see Java programs. Binary operators. C int A equals to 5, B equals to 3. Arithmetic operators. Static void arithmetic operator which can be executed at the class level only. System.out.println A plus B will be 5 plus 3, 8. A minus B, 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. Divided by B is 1, that is quotient. 3 ones are 3 and modulo is 2. Coming on to relational operators. A is 5, B is equal to 3. A greater than B, A less than B. So is A greater than B? Yes, it will return true. Is A less than B? No, false. Greater than equals to, true. Less than equal to, false. Not equal to, true. Equals to, checking, false. So if we see the output true, false, true, false, true, false, let's execute and see after understanding assignment also. And then A is 5, system.out.println A. A is equal to A plus 5. This is assignment. So it is taking the value of initial 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. This value is stored in the memory address called A. Earlier it was 5, but now it would be 10. So assignment operator, whatever is there here, expression, it evaluates and then finally stores the value in the memory location of the variable. So here true, false, true, false, true, false. And over here 5 and 10 should be the answer when we execute assignment and relational. So relational, true, false, true, false, true, false. Okay. And then again we are executing assignment operator over here 5 and 10 as expected. Now open editor and then look at the shorthand assignment operator. Int A is equal to 6. A plus is equal to 3 means A is equal to A plus 3. So it will take the value of 6A plus 3 would be 9 and it stores in A. So output will be 9. A is equal to 5. A plus is equal to plus plus A. This is what? Prefix, pre-increment. So first of all it does A is equal to A plus 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 A. Just like A is equal to A plus 3. And then evaluates. How does it evaluate? It takes 5 over here first of all. And then plus plus A. It becomes 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. Answer would be 11. 9 and 11. Next one is 6 initially a minus equals to 3. That is a would be 3. A into equals to 3. 6 threes are 18. A divided by equals to 3. That is 3 twos are 6. 2. And then a modulo equals to 3. That is 3 twos are 6 and output of the remainder would be 0. Every time we are storing 6, initial values are 6 for each statement except this statement to make sure that you understand prefix. So 9, 11, 3, 18, 2, 0. So this should be the output for shorthand assignment. So 9, 11, 3, 18, 2, 0. This is, as we have guessed, this is about binary operators. Let's see the ternary operator. Ternary operator uses 3 operands to give the output. How many operands? 3 operands. Operand 1, operand 2, operand 3. Operand 1 is always a condition or expression. If this condition is true, this result should be stored in the variable. Operand 2's result should be, value should be stored in the variable. If the first operand 1 expression is false, then store the value which is there in the operand 3. For example, int a is 5, b is 3. Int result is a variable, int is a data type. Here, equals to a less than b. This is one expression which is giving either true or false. Remember, the relational operators always return true or false. So, is a less than b? A is 5. 5 less than b? False. False means operand 3. What is the operand 3 here? B. Now, between operand 1 and operand 2, question mark would be given. And between operand 2 and operand 3, colon will be given. So, this till question mark, it is operand 1, which is a relational expression. Then followed by question mark, if the expression is true, the contents of A should be stored in result. Otherwise, contents of B should be stored in result. So, is A less than B? 5 is not less than B. Not means false. False means the contents of B should be stored in result. So, now result will be 3. And the system.out.println is printing smaller number is result. Because it has stored 3, so result will print 3. Let's see the Java programs. In the ternary operator, written 2 methods, static void small, static void string greater. The same program which I have discussed. A is 5, B is 3, result A less than B, question mark. It's false, so goes to B and stores the value of B in the result. So, answer would be smaller number 3. Now, void string greater. String A is equal to hello, B is equal to hi. Now, the result string A dot length, this is a method which counts the number of characters in a string. So, A dot length greater than B dot length. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters here, 2 characters here, 5 greater than 2. This is true. If this is true, store whatever is there in result. A is a string type, so we need to take another data type string to store the result. So what will be stored? Hello will be stored here because its length is greater than the length of B string. So system.out.println longer string is result. So hello will be printed. Here 3 would be printed. Here hello would be printed. Let's see the output. String void small, first of all, let's see, smaller number is 3. And then greater string hello. So this is about unary, binary and ternary operators. Refer chapter 4 of Basics in Computer Applications for further understanding and practice exercises. And the next video is about built-in environment and importance of main method in Java. Thank you.